Welcome back to another episode of Penny Helpjes. This is episode 503, and we have another penny roll in front of us. I don't think I took this one out of the bag from one of the ones I've been doing lately. I have a little space on the side of my desk where I keep. All right, we got a lot of copper here. That's really good. That's a good sign. Where I keep my penny rolls, and then I have the bag from the bank, and I did not reach for it this morning. All right, we got a nice tooth out. We're starting off in a good. This is one of the types of tubes that I keep in my little organizing box. It's basically my everything. Everything that I use. Well, that's not true. Well, I'll show it to you right now, just so you know what I'm talking about. For those who are new to the channel, I have a little box. And this box, I keep a majority of the types of coins that go from here into other rolls, right? Except for the MS. This is the only one that stays in the tube. My MS. The 2017 P's, like I just found, these go into a roll, and I'll mark the roll, and I'll keep the tube. But this tube here will stay in a tube. This will take me forever to fill up, uncirculated looking S. So this probably will stay in the tube also. That's about as many as I found over whatever 6 months. The Canadians will probably go into a roll. So the circulated S's will go into a roll. You see, I only found 3 1970 S's. So there's certain ones that I keep here. And then I have 2 other similar boxes that I just throw coins into. One is wheat cents. The other is other types of coins. And then I have some boxes and then errors and things like that. So yeah, I guess it is a little bit more complicated than I was making it out to be. But I know where everything goes, and rim error. I know where everything goes, and that's what I do with them. 1924, 2024, 1924, 2024. That's a nice looking penny. Just a nice looking. $1988. Can't even see the FG. I guess you can. It's very dirty. I'm not really sure how I got onto that topic, to be honest with you, where it came from. Because I know I was thinking, I had a thought in my head prior to doing this video today. And then somehow I got onto how I store my pennies. All right, well, anyway, if it comes back to me, I'll continue with the thought. So I've been penny roll hunting going on 2 years. Oh, that's a nice misaligned die. And if you look at my older videos, like if you click oldest first, you got to get through about 30, 40, or 50 videos before you get to when I'm really doing penny roll hunting seriously. This one's, I felt how thick it felt over here. Before that, I'm doing marbles, stamps, and stuff. I'm not saying I won't do that anymore. But because of because of how much time it takes for me to do um, the videos and the thumbnails and look at that E. Oh, and the B is that. Let me look at this under the loop while I keep talking. And oh wow, man, that's nice. Wow, man, it's the whole obverse is doubled. One of the nicest. Wow, it's funny that I find this, and it's part of the thought that I've been having. Look at the. It's everywhere. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere. So cool. I wonder if I can find a nice one to take a picture of. And it's absolutely in almost everywhere. Even in the date. Look at the bottom of the 7. Wow. The penny's kind of dark though, and look at the R. Forget it. You saw it though. I haven't found one like that in a long, long time. And that's really what I was thinking about this morning. And I've been thinking about it really for past couple of weeks now. And that is that when I started doing this, like I said, well over a year ago, almost going on 2 years, I used to find in my mind, I used to find a lot more errors and interesting things on coins. Now, don't get me wrong, I still find it. Like that one we just found was extraordinary. I haven't seen something like that, like this, in so long. Look at the B and the R. I can't believe the 7 actually has the extra piece of metal on it, or that super duper split on the bottom. Yeah, I guess it's just a wicked split. From this direction, it looked like an extra piece of metal. Isn't that crazy? Anyway. And okay. Wow. And I just been thinking about that. Like I used to find pennies that was so odd that they made such beautiful thumbnails. 2023. No extra B. Um, I used to find the stamped coins, counter stamped. The states, I found a couple with the Freemasons stamp on it. The double ears. Now, the extra V's I have found, I had to have gotten lucky with those over the past couple months. I found 2 within like a 2-week span. So that was super duper. I found a couple, I haven't found white AMs. I haven't found strong die clashes on the obverse. these are all things that I was finding when I first started doing, again, going on a couple years ago. And I'm just wondering what happened. That's the topic of today's penny roll hunt. What happened to all the errors? No white AM. I mean, I used to find some. I remember I found the one that looked like and that was not that wasn't an error. That was just an anomaly, but it was so cool. It had looked like a cat, like a camel in the desert, an image right there under the stairs. You could find it if you look through it, through my videos, my long videos, of course. I'm talking about my long videos. On the computer, you can't do thumbnails for shorts. So if I'm referring to thumbnails and stuff, all this I'm talking about is the long videos. 92 no close AM. And I found another one that had. I still have all these coins. Maybe one day I'll do uh, some nostalgia with them. No white AM. But I found another one that had this little mark, and on the mark it had like a little piece of what's that called? That liquid plastic, like acrylic, like an acrylic drop was over it that behaved like a magnifying glass. And I couldn't tell what the image was, but it was an image underneath a little drop of. It was crazy, man. I mean, I found some really really crazy things. Um, Towards the beginning, obviously, a lot of the errors I didn't know what they were, so I was a lot more excited back then when I used to find certain things. Look how twisty these are, huh? And look at this 7. Look at the mark over the 7. Probably just dirt, but I mean, the only reason I went in a little closer to look at these is because of how twisty. I noticed right away how twisty the date was. All right, it's pretty cool. How shiny this one is. 20, 24, 23, 22. Yeah, 22 is a nice too. So I'm still taking the same amount of time to review my coins. I'm not rushing through them. So if anything, my acuity should be keener now. And I would actually say I believe my acuity is keener now. So no 2023. So I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I like to hear from some of you out there in YouTube land world, my subscribers. I know that my newest member, Gino, um, said that he was getting a lot of penny rolls out in New York. I'm sure you're keeping an eye out for that 2023. My understanding is that the whatever the mints out this direction northeast, uh, due to 2020, is where the error comes from. The V. That's my understanding. So keep an eye out for that 2023 extra V. When it's there, it's easy to see. But like he said to me that he hasn't found one of the red penny roll wrappers. You know, and out here in Pennsylvania, if you get 30 or 40 penny rolls, you're just about guaranteed one or two vintage uh, penny roll wrappers out of the 20 or 30 penny rolls. I think I got one out of 34 last time, plus one or two triple diamond. So there's still certain things that are good out here. My area, anyway, is what I'm talking about. No white AM. But as far as finding errors and these really like weird, I haven't. It's been months, man. It's been months. It's been kind of dry, and I was just wondering if anyone else has experienced that also. My enthusiasm is 100% there. This is a zinc scent, 1982 large date zinc. You can tell by the surface. You see like that orange peel. You don't even have to weigh it. I don't have to weigh it anyway. Just check out that date. It looked like I saw a little extra shadow there or a line. I don't think so. It's a nice 1982 though. And again, I do have some of the vintage penny roll wrappers, and I keep those. I don't do them, too many in a row because number one, it's not realistic, right? Because people aren't finding vintage penny rolls at the bank anymore. So I'll do like one a week, one every 8 days, whatever it is. And those have more copper in them. Some of them have all copper, which of course is super weird. No flare G. Look at that surface. Some coins just have the weirdest surface. So again, I'm interested to know what your experience has been like. Let me look at this under the loop. I'm sure it's not the extra V. The extra V is usually very, very. It looks like an extra. It looks like an extra V. It doesn't look like a little V stain. It looks like a scratched V into the surface, or punched, or pressed, or whatever you want to call it. It's not in there. Yeah, I like to hear that in the comments below. For those of you who've been getting penny rolls lately, have you been finding a ton of errors, wide AMs, die clashes, strike throughs, interesting anomalies, vintage penny roll wrappers? I mean, oh, look at that. That's nice. Let me get my pointer out. That's the first one I pulled the pointer out for. I'm not exactly sure. You can see it here on the bottom also. Could be just a mechanical doubling. It's just kind of stronger. And then you have this up here. See the little line up here? I have to look at this under a loop. You can see how strong it is. How about the front? 1992s. I should have known, man. It's something weird about 1992s. They have a lot of inconsistencies with them. Again, just look at how the strike. Let me look at that under the loop. I'm pretty sure it's mechanical doubling. Yeah, it's around the whole building. And some of the zinc even split. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I do see, that mechanical doubling. Same thing we found the date. It's also in the date. So it's got that. How many copper coins do we find? We have one more. Is this copper? No, we found them all. Not too. Well, how many did we find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not 5. That's a zinc 82. That's 4, 6. Right? Yeah, 6. Well, that's kind of on the low side, I have to say. Another good mechanical doubling. Look at that one. Wow. That's really strong. Anywhere else? You can really see it in that. Oh, huh? This is a pretty cool penny roll hunt. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in episode 504.